Welcome to another Casual Report. I'm Pon.
I'm Riggon, and today we got a special episode for you guys. We're playing with the Desert Warfare rules. Basically, a bunch of extra fluffy narrative rules. It's going to make things more dangerous. It's going to make things more crazy. And I'm excited for it because we're playing on the Big Bone map.
Yes, the Big Bone map.
But today's map is Center, and our mission is loot. So just spend an action point, capture the objective, easy peasy. All right, Pon, what's the game plan for today? Yeah.
All right, I am bringing back the Yaegir since I butchered them last time. So we're going to play them correctly this time.
First time.
Yes, first time for real. That was a warm-up game, okay?
Yeah.
So pretty much same loadout as last time. We're just going to have every specialist and then our 3 warriors at the end. And for the equipment isn't the best, but one of our warriors can have a grenade and 3 of our warriors can have the plasma knife. And on top of that, our Iron Break is also going to have a plasma knife. And of course, for my Tech Op, we're going Seek and Destroy. We're going to have Headhunters, Eliminate Guards, and then Faction Tech Op number 2, Bond of Loyalty.
Nice.
All right, so Riggon, what are you bringing in?
Yeah, speaking of my models, I'm busting out none other than the Kroot. I painted up these boys with this sweet, like, desert camo right when they came out. And you know what? GW, they listened to my prayers and they made the Desert Warfare rules, so I'm playing my Kroot boys. As far as my equipment goes for my Kroot boys, we got the meat and trophy on both my leader and stalker. They really like to have that extra APL for that versatility. And I like meat because if you get hurt, you heal yourself. I also put the AP round on my Pistolier because the Pistolier shot first, which is a really cool interaction with your bombast.
Yes.
Because if you bombast my Pistolier, as per his rules, gets to shoot first.
Oh, so you have a quicker draw, pretty much?
You shoot first, but I shoot firster.
I see.
So I'm doing the mercenary contract with my boys. So I get a pull from 2 different archetypes at the cost of a command point. So I will be taking both the implant and I will be taking recover item. And we're going to combine that all together by taking balance the books. So basically we're going to have a score secondary game. And that's all about my game plan. So basically I just want to hold on tight with the primaries and at least match you for the first couple of turns and see if I can score all of my secondaries by turn 2 because such is the Kroot way. Either way, I'm excited. So let's get into the game.
Yep. All right, rolling for attacker and defender.
Ka-chow.
5 into a 3.
Nice. I will choose the attacker.
All right, and then we're going to go into deployment and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back from deployment, and so my Iron Break does have an ability called Minefield, so pretty much I have to put 5 mine on field, 2 of them are duds, and then they have to be 6 inch away from your deployment zone, and then 6 inch from other minefields.
Spooky, spooky.
Yep. And my Dwarves does have an ability called Dauntless Explorer, and pretty much I can pick 3 operative, and they have a 4-inch scout move.
Fasting F.
Yep.
Off camera, I also did something. I used one of my command points for my mercenary contract, so I am switching up my attack off. But with that being said, let's go to the scouting phase.
All right.
Shaboing.
Recon to recon.
Ooh, recon to recon. All right.
All right, so for my recon dash, our warrior is going to be moving up right there.
All right, and we're going to dash up our stalker and land them up there. All right, so given the situation here, I actually think I want to go first this time.
Okay.
So let's go to our strategic plays.
Yep.
I don't think there's any that we use on the first turn.
We're going to use Tough Survivalist. Pretty much, we could just have one of your successful hit.
Tachyopes. I've got my recover item to place, so we might as well...
place it next to the bomb?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Because we got to place it ever so slightly in your territory, and we're just going to place it right there.
Sounds good. All right, and I have nothing to reveal.
So we'll go to the first turn?
Yep.
All right, just a little down low on what we're looking at. We are playing with these giant rib cages as basically just, you can't see through it.
Yeah.
So it's not a wide open board. Also, if we want to pass through it, it's going to be a transverse action.
Yep.
Aside from that, everything else is pretty much what you see is what you get. We got heavies on the side and lights on the 4 centers.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So we are playing with the Desert Warfare rules. If you're familiar with the Jungle Warfare rules, they're going to be very much the same. So we got a list of 6 basically special terrain things that could happen. We're going to roll a d6 on each and every turn. We're going to be additively adding rules to each round.
Yep.
So I've got the first initiative, so I'm going to go ahead and roll on the table here, and we got a 3. So that is going to be the Shifting Sand. So the in-game effects for this rules. Any operative can attempt to move over more than 5 inches in a single activation. However, when they do, they need to roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, they can continue as normal. However, on a 1 through 4, they're going to get -1 APL at the end of their action. So let's go ahead and take the first turn. And I don't want you sneaking this away from me. So we are going to move up to this terrain right here. with a move action.
So you did trigger the mine, and obviously it is a mine. So you can take
As I expected.
flat 3 mortal wounds, and we just have to roll lower than a 5, and then you take the extra result of the dice.
Cool beans.
So
Let's see it.
let's give me a 4. There we go. So that's
Damn.
7 damage.
That's going to
off
bring me
rip.
down to 1.
Yep.
Rough.
And we don't remove the mine because the Iron Break can actually go and reset it again.
Well, I hope he doesn't. Either way, my Stalker is going to chill over there, and then he is going to pop the objective for our team. All right, so rolling, my Skinner did move more than 5 inches. This is going to suck for the whole game. On a 5 up, so he gets -1 APL.
Ooh. For my activation, I'm going to activate my Iron Break. Iron Break's actually just going to walk up to the point and just going to hide. And since because all my operative actually move less than 5, it's 4. So we're kind of safe on that unless we dash. You know?
Cool, so if you just move your normal, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
we're built for the sand.
Aren't you lucky?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to take our Heavy Gunner. We're going to have him move up and land on our objective here, and we're just going to pop it for our team.
We're going to activate our warrior. They're going to be scooting right here, just a little bit, and we're just going to loot.
So we're going to move our Cut Skin. We're only going to move him 4 because we don't want to get stuck in the sand, even though our cool sand camo keeps us safe. And we will pop the objective and call that a turn.
Our Bladekin is going to be moving up. Oh, what's it for? And we're just going to loot.
All right. Kind of sadly,
You got to slow down a bit.
I position myself with expecting to move my full move.
Yeah.
And I kind of got to keep that up. So we're just going to move dash, and we're going to vault over this with my Pistolier. It's so risky. Looking for a 5 up to see if we're okay, and we're not okay. He also gets -1.
I'm going to activate my warrior. He's just going to be moving up and looting.
I think we're going to take our leader. Yeah, I really don't want him to get out in the open, but I do want him to move forward. So we're going to move him up against that wall. And one last time. He's got the trophy, so I'm not too worried if he gets APL knocked. But he is getting APL knocked.
We're going to activate our warrior, and they're just going to be moving 4 inches.
All right, we're going to take our dog, and I think we're just going to move him out to the side of this cover here.
Okay.
And he will not fall into the sand because he's a good dog or something.
So I'm actually going to activate my leader. He's going to move dash right behind here.
That is fast enough to fall in the sand.
Yep. Let's see if we get a 5 up. And we don't.
I think our sniper is kind of in a half decent position to just cover a lot of targets. So we're just going to wiggle him over and have him kind of get some slightly better sight lines.
I'm going to activate my Riflekin. He's going to be moving up 4, just to be hiding behind this low wall of Dragon Skull.
We don't really want to give you any free shots today. It's not Free Shot Tuesday. So
pass with the dog.
Sadly, I think we're going to pass with our dog.
I'm going to activate my Bomb Blast. Bomb Blast is going to be move dashing right next to our Bladekin on the point. And then we need to roll. Because he did move dash, and he got the -1 APL.
As much as I would love to just take the shot on your little dwarf right here, whatever your Bomb Blast, I don't want to get counter barraged by your 2 other operatives and let you score your attack off. So sadly, I think I'm going to pass with my bowman.
We're going to activate our gunner. Gunner is going to be move dashing right behind this barricade. And let's see if he gets the -1 APL. 5 up. Oh, yep, he does.
All right, so here's the risky play. We're going to hope it works. Is we are going to move dash our Cold Blood. And we're going to land within 2 inches of the objective marker.
You gotta roll higher than a 5.
And we gotta roll higher than a 5.
Oh,
we do not.
No.
We didn't make a single one of those.
These sands are rough.
Yeah.
And then for my last activation, our tracker, she's just gonna be moving up 4, right on the point. And for our last activation, our tracker is gonna be moving out in the open. And she's gonna shoot at your Cold Blood. 4 dice on 4s, 3-5, silence, and
a
yikes.
single crit. Okay.
Yep.
Well, the good news is I only take normal damage, so no crit damage for me. So here we go. Save on a 5 up. Nah, we don't make anything, but honestly,
3 damage.
3 damage is 3 damage. We're fine with that. So we're gonna activate our tracker. Our Petra token is going to plop just right here, 6 inches out from our tracker at the start of the movement. And then we're going to move. We're gonna move cover to cover, less than 4 inches. So we're going to land here, and then we're still going to be within 6 inches of our Cold Blood. And this is what we needed it for. We're going to boost his APL to 3 and gain control of our recover item.
All right, and to scoring.
Yep. So I think we each scored 3.
Yep.
I did score 1 point for recover item.
Yep, and I have no secondary to revealed. I did try to shoot your cold blood, but we did with 3 shots.
Yeah, but I'm kind of exposed for next turn, so we'll see what happens.
All right, listen to turning point 2.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll for turning point 2.
Here we go.
I need a 5.
Uh-oh, that's a big number. It's actually a pretty low chance I go first.
Oh,
hey, but that works. All right, clutch.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll take the pleasure of the first turn.
Yep, so before we start the turning point, my dwarf does have the ability called Resourceful. So pretty much because we have more than 6 alive operative, we get 2 Resourceful point, and because our leader's alive, we get another one from him.
Cool.
So we have 3.
In other news, we are going to roll off for a new desert warfare roll.
Right.
How about you roll this time?
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get one that sucks less.
I'll get a high number.
Ooh.
Number 1.
All right, let's see. Scouring Winds. So the effects for this one, at the end of each firefight phase, players must roll a d6 for each operative that is not within triangle of a piece of terrain. On a 3-up, they take a mortal wound. First things first is I'm going to drop a point for my cutthroats, and I basically get 1 more attack in melee.
We're going to do the same thing, tough survivalist. We're going to have one of your successful hits.
All right, I think we're going to use 1 more point for bound. I think we need to ignore a lot of traversing movement, so that's going to make us a lot more mobile, especially on this map.
I will pass.
And you know what? I think it's going to pay off in the long run, so we're going to drop 1 more point for prey. We can choose to give our weapons the both balanced and heavy special rolls. So, lastly, our leader is going to call the kill, and we're going to do it on your
Iron Break.
Iron Break.
Yep.
Yeah. So, going into Tac Ops, if you have anything to reveal, I am tapped out, so I don't need to do anything.
I'm going to reveal eliminate guards, and we're going to choose your low 1-tap guy as the guard.
Lame. So, I think we're going to play the objective game here.
Okay.
So, we're going to activate our Cold Blood. We are going to steal this objective because we out-control you. I think we'll make it nice and cool, and we will just charge and land right here.
Onto my handbrake. Yep. I'm going to activate my warrior right here with the grenade. We're going to give him a resourceful point. You can get an APL. Yum, 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 yum. And we're going to loot. And we're going to move up for 4. And then we're going to chuck a grenade at your tracker.
Rude. And that is unfortunately going to tap my leader too.
So it's going to be 4 dice on 3, 2, 4.
3 hits.
3 hits.
We are in cover, so we're going to get 2 auto-successful saves because of our rogue ability. The last one is a 5-up, and we don't take it. So 2 blocks,
2 damage.
Only 2 damage. Not bad.
All right, to your leader. And there's 3
what is this?
crits. I think I'm gonna spend a CP
No.
to re-roll. I think it's a good re-roll
Damn.
into a hit.
All right, that's a little rough.
Yeah.
And sadly, it's a blast attack, so I don't get any cover. So I need a few 6-up, please.
Ooh,
we got
only
1. Man, I don't like that,
down
but
to
like
your last CP.
I could blow the CP. I could heal my leader, so I can get like a lot of value back if I manage to keep him alive. And we just need to get a single normal save because he's got 9 wounds.
All right.
So
last CP,
let's
5
see
up.
it. Looking for a 5-up.
Oh,
Hey,
that's big.
That's clutch. So he's going to take 6 damage. He's going to go down to 3 wounds remaining.
Yep.
We're going to take our long sight, and we are going to activate his long sight. He gets to ignore Searment, and he gets lethal 5.
Okay.
And we're going to take a shot on your warrior. Go gadget, hitting on 2s. Fire my gun. That's a lot of mortal wounds. Okay. We did get the balanced special roll and the heavy special roll, so we're gonna roll it again. Still a 1.
Here we go. Nope.
But not like that.
Yeah. So he's dead. Because you did kill my warrior, I'm gonna reveal my faction tack off number 2, Bond of Loyalty. So pretty much I just have to kill my killer. We're gonna activate our warrior right here on the point. We're gonna give him a resource point, so he's gonna get 3 APL.
Okay.
And he is actually gonna charge your cold blood. So we're gonna fight your cold blood. 4 dice on 3 this time, until 5. And there's going to be
pretty hot.
3 crits.
3 crits. Fortunately, I'm immune to crit damage, but I'm still probably dead.
Yep.
Dead, bro.
I'm going to hit you for 3.
All right. And I'm going to implant you.
Oh.
Do-do-do. Implant.
Implant.
And then I assume you finish me off.
Yep.
Ciao.
Kill you, and then we're going to use our last APL to shoot your guy.
Ooh, brutal.
Okay, so we're going to do the close range profile. It's going to be 4 dice on 3s. Hitting the crit.
So 3 saves and a 5-up, and ooh.
Okay.
Well, we're out of CP, so you're safe.
So we are going to kill your
He's gone.
Stalker.
And that is your
Eliminate guards.
Eliminate guard.
At the end, I need a roll for my warrior that just charged you. So on a 5-up, nope,
You
minus
lose an
1
APL.
APL.
All right. Well, it's time to fight fire with skin or something. So we are going to activate our heavy gunner, and we are going to move him out and around and have him land just kind of here, kind of chilling in cover. I'll move Petra a little bit because she's in the way. Starting with your
Iron Break.
Iron Break, we got, what is this? 6 attacks on 2s. Ooh, AP 2.
Ruh-roh.
Let's see some damage. So guaranteed 9 damage there.
Yep, that's an auto kill.
That is a kill.
Iron Break's dead, but now you get that grudge for our bond of loyalty.
Well, he's not done flaming, so now we're going to go on to your, is it your gunner?
My warrior.
Your warrior. One more roll. And we got another 8 damage minimum coming in here, so that is another auto kill.
Oof.
That'll...
We're going to retaliate with our Riflekin, and they're going to shoot your heavy gunner. So here we go.
Ooh. 2 saves, and then roll the last one, and we're safe. No damage. Right. We are going to take our cut skin. We are going to have him charge. We have bound, so we don't need to care for the foundries of little terrain features in our way.
But because he did walk past my mind,
oh shit!
You can take 3 more wound right away.
Oh, okay. Don't kill me.
All right. Less than a 5. Give me a 4.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
That's a lucky break. So I do take 4 damage. That does bring me down to 2 wounds. Yep. So I'm injured. But that's fine because he's going to do his job.
Yep.
So he's coming in. He's going to use the Savage Assault ability. So if this fight doesn't end in the first round, I get round 2.
All right.
So hitting on 4s, 5 attacks. Pretty good. And it is lethal 5. So we got 3 crits in there.
All right. So my gunner, fists, 4s on 2s.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's exactly what we want to see.
Crit. I have to spend the last CP.
You have to, because otherwise I could pair you out and just end you rightly.
So on 4-ups, 4.
Darn. All right, that's unfortunate. Sadly, my job here is to implant you. So despite this big number, we're going to implant you, and then we're going to get sent to the Shadow Realm.
Sounds good. We're going to activate our tracker. She's going to be moving up 4, just to be nice and snug. And we're gonna try and snipe your heavy gunner. All right, so 4 dice on 4s, 3 5 silence, and there it is.
You're trying.
2 hit, 2 crit.
So here is the game plan: is we're going to use Rogue to land a crit autosave from cover, and we're just going to pray that we can get a single 6-up. Well, it doesn't happen. So we're dead.
Okay.
Worth a try.
And then we will get our first point for Bond of Loyalty.
You will. We're going to take our Pistolier, and he's just going to pop the objective and get rid of that -1 token on him.
All right, so I'm going to activate my leader. Because he did get that -1 APL from being stuck in the sand last turn, we're going to make sure he gets his protein bar to get that 1 extra APL back. So he's back to 2, and he's just going to be walking up to the other point and loot it.
Speaking of protein bars, my leader is also going to eat his protein bar.
Okay.
So he's going to eat his meat. Unfortunately, is only D3 + 1, so he gets only 2 wounds back. But he is no longer injured, which is nice.
Okay.
And then he is also going to pop his objective.
So I don't want my bombast or my gunner to die. So we're going to use our last CP to use Bond that binds. So they're going to get GA2 as long as they're within 3 inches of each other.
Very cool.
So our bombast is going to be moving here, while our gunner is just going to stay in conceal.
We're going to take this dog, and he is going to move up and over to this objective and chill with a conceal order. And then he is going to make his roll to see if he gets -APL. Hey, first time.
Good. So for my next activation, our Bladekin is also going to stand still, and they are going to loot.
We're going to take our other dog, and we're going to make sure he moves less than 4 and have him land over here.
Our last activation, sadly we have to move dash this warrior onto the point. And he's going to chill there, and let's see if he gets the good old sandstorm. 5 up. Nope.
So we're going to take our tracker. First things first, we're going to move Petra, and she's going to just land right here because she's cool like that.
That's what birds do.
That's what birds do. And then we are going to move dash and land behind here and try to not knock things. And then be within 2 inches of the item. Checking the sandstorm.
Ooh.
Still goes off.
-1.
So -1. And lastly, I think we're going to take our bowcaster. He is going to just chill out and kind of like
peek a little bit.
Peek a little bit, still hide behind this cover, and we're gonna give him a conceal order.
Dang, it's looks like everybody just swapped to conceal all of a sudden, don't you?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't want anyone else to die.
Yeah,
if I lose 2 more operatives, I cannot score my secondary that you don't know about.
Oh, the hidden one, yeah.
Yeah. So I need to punch somebody before you kill me twice.
All right. Well, going to scoring, I'll be scoring 3.
As will I. I do score my recover item, so another point there.
Yep. And then I'll be scoring my Bond of Loyalty and Eliminate Scarred. And then luckily, all of our operative is within 1 inch of a terrain, so we're kind of safe from that sand. You know?
Excellent.
All right. So let's send to turning point 3.
Cool.
Hey guys, enjoying the content so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
If you guys want to check out our Discord, we got links down below. We'd love to chat.
Rolling for turning point 3. Can you go first? 4 into 5.
All right, we got it.
All right, what is the sandstorm effect or the desert effect?
All right, let's see it. I'm gonna roll the black die for this time. Ooh. We already rolled a 1, so let's roll it again. We already rolled a 3. There's only so many numbers on a die.
A 4.
Okay,
all right.
Let's check it. Ooh, all right, this one sounds fun. The lightning storm. At the start of each firefight phase, the player with the initiative roll rolls a d6. On a 1 or a 2, this roll has no effect as turning points. On a 3 or 4, worsen ballistic skills of ranged weapons by 1 when you're shooting more than 6 inches. So basically, we're gonna wreck long-range combat.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, I'm kind of okay with.
Yeah.
I have the initiative, and I roll a 4, so anything over 6 inches is going to be -1 to hit.
Since we only have 3 dead operative, we still get our resourceful points.
Nice.
So we get 2 plus 1, we get back up to 3.
Perfect. Cool, that brings us to the strategic ploys.
Yep.
We are going to do a calling of the kill, and I think we're going to put it on... I'm feeling your gunner. I think he's going to get it.
I'm going to pass.
We're also going to use a point for cutthroats, and we're going down to 0 CP for the extra melee attack.
Sounds good. And I pass again.
Cool. All right.
Tac ops.
On to the violence. I've got nothing to reveal for tac ops.
Okay. I'm going to choose your tracker as my limited guards.
Rude. So I think we need to use our poacher before he dies, our tracker before he dies. Or at least before you get on the objective and steal the point away from me.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop this objective for a point, and that's all she wrote, because it was -1 APL.
I'm going to activate my warrior. He's just going to stand where he's at, and he's just going to cap the point.
So I think before anything happens, we need to make sure we score our secondaries. So we're going to send out our dog. We've got 8 inches of movement, so we're able to yeet ourselves over this. Might as well stay out of engagement range of your knifey McPunchy.
Yeah.
And we're gonna melee your gunner. My dog is going to melee, 5 attacks on 3s. We got rending. That's nice. Another crit in there. So 3 crits and a hit.
On 4 up for my gunner, only 1 hit.
All right. So here's the game plan. Is first we're gonna parry you. Then we're gonna implant you with a hit. And then we're going to send 8 damage down the lane. Okay,
so my gunner is now dead.
Yes. And that is going to be the final tick for implant. And so that is going to cascade all of our things. We've got our mercenary contract, which we've completed because not less than half of our operatives are dead, and we completed both of our other attack ops. And our implant is done. So we are complete on our secondaries.
We're going to activate our Bladekin. We're going to give him a resourceful point. When we're going to throw that plasma knife at your dog.
Oh, that's cool.
Conceal.
It is limited, so you can never do this again.
Ever. You can lose 1 dice. So here we go. And that's pretty good. Lot. That's going to be 1 hit, 3 crit.
All right, saving on 5s. We get 1 of them, but what's the damage we're looking at here?
It is 3/5.
3/5, that's enough to frag me, so that's a dead dog.
All right, and then we'll get our last point for Bond of Loyalty. And then for his last APL, we're just gonna capture.
I think I'm just gonna start trading material with him, because my dogs are kind of just like missiles.
Yeah.
So we're gonna charge my dog. He is going to fly into your warrior over here.
Yep.
I know you got that plasma knife, that's extra scary, but you know what? You gotta live life sometimes.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. And that's rending too, so we got 2 crits in there. Just hits on 3s.
All right, so there's 2 crits.
Oh, you got 2 crits, okay. So we're gonna parry you for 1.
And I'll hit you for 5.
And then we will just finish you off.
Sounds good.
But that takes my dog down to 2 HP.
Yep. We're gonna be activating our tracker. She's gonna be charging your tracker. Tracker v tracker action.
Ooh. We both have trackers.
Yeah.
All right.
And then she's gonna be fighting you with your the hatchet.
Cool. Let's see.
So it's gonna be 4 dice on 3, and because we are within 6 inch of your tracker, we get to reroll any or all of my attack dice, the result of 1.
Cool.
Here we go.
Bam. 3s.
Ooh, okay.
Next,
So that's on
I got
3.
1 miss. I got 2 hits and hit. And a
Okay.
crit.
I'm gonna
This one.
reroll my result of 2. 2 or 1.
Ooh, all right. Well, you can still just kill me. Actually.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit you for 4.
Okay, and we'll smack you for 4.
Okay.
And
then we'll kill you
we're
off.
Dunzos.
And we will be getting eliminate guards.
Very cool. So we're gonna take our sniper. We're gonna stay still with lethal 5, and we're gonna shoot your tracker. Hitting on 2s. Okay, so we got 1 crit, 3 hits.
So my tracker's at 1 HP right now. All right. So
Dead to mortal wounds.
tracker is dead.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna activate our leader. We're gonna give him our 2nd resourceful point. He's gonna loot this little point right here, and we're gonna move Dash up right behind this big wall in here.
Yep. So we're transversing to get through the first bony rib cage.
Yep. And then let's see if we get a 5 up. And we do. Okay,
that's pretty
so
good.
he doesn't lose an ATL.
So we're gonna take our pistolier.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna wiggle him out a little bit over right here, and we're gonna pop that objective.
We're gonna activate our Riflekin. They're gonna be moving up next to Petra.
I think we're gonna take our leader,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to pop the objective for 1 APL. And we're gonna finish with our leader, and we're just going to move him out slightly.
For my last activation, we're gonna activate our Bomb Blast. Bomb Blast is gonna be moving 4 right there.
So we're gonna take our bowcaster.
Mhm.
We're gonna have him move, dash, and whip around and land just on the objective. Sadly, we do need to roll that APL thing, and
he's
we're
good to
okay.
go. Awesome.
And he's chilling with the concealer, because why not?
And then going to scoring, I'll be scoring 3, and then I max out my eliminate guards and bond of loyalty.
I score 3 as well, and I'm capped on my secondaries.
Yep. All right, and let's go into turning point 4.
Yes.
All right, rolling for turning point 4 and a 1.
Oh no!
Oh no! Give me a 1. Oh,
Wow!
okay.
Hey, you clutched it.
So I'm going first this time.
Dang.
Let's see what our desert roll gave us this time. It's a 4. We
I
already got
did
a
that
4.
one.
So 5.
5. Okay, let's see. All right, this one's actually the cool one. This is the one
Okay.
that I wanted to have early on in the game because I think it's cool. But it is the Sand Pit. So we have all unlocked a cool new ability.
Okay.
All operatives can burrow. Yeah. So basically, if you're burrowed, you are obscured from everything outside of 2 inches.
Oh.
And your only options you can do is charge or burrow again, which will remove your burrow token. You have initiative, so you need to roll if we have a sandstorm going on, a lightning storm.
Oh, a lightning storm on a 3-up, right?
On a 3-up.
Yep.
So we do. So long range shooting is at -1. So we got the lightning and the rain.
So I'm going to use 1 CP for tough survivalists. So same thing. Half one of your damage dice.
We're gonna call the kill. We'll call your fighter man over
My
there.
blade kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get some ceaseless on him.
Okay, and then I'll pass.
Cool. I will pass as well. All right, let's get into turn 4.
All right, so I'm going to activate my leader here. He's actually going to get a resourceful point, and he's going to move dash and capture.
He's gonna do a flip. Boop. Poggers. So
Steal your points.
you out APL me, so that's gone.
Yep,
Renos.
and we got to roll for that sand, and he's good.
Hey! So we're gonna charge you with our pistolier because that's what he's good at.
Yep.
And then we're gonna capture this objective.
Sounds good. I'm going to activate my Bladekin. We're going to give him the last resourceful point, and we're going to be charging your dog in conceal. All right, so I do need to charge you and kill your dog first before looting. So
Can you roll a single hit?
I believe so.
Right.
There, your dog is dead, and we're gonna take his corpse as trophy. So there's that loot.
All right, not much left to do here. Really, it's just my leader is going to capture the point.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and then
that's it.
yeah, and then I'll just capture.
yours, and that's going to bring us to endgame.
Yep.
So, final tabulation
Yep.
of the points. You scored 4 on the primary.
Yep.
I scored 3. We get to a screechingly close game.
Yeah,
But because I clutched on all of my secondaries and thankfully kept my leader alive,
yeah, you won by 1
I won by a
point.
single point.
Wow, well, GG,
GG's,
Riggon.
man. And let's take it to the recap.
Yep. All right, so that was game. It was a close game.
It was a really close game, actually. Yeah,
I was this close to, I think, getting a tie, or no, winning the game by 1 point. Because if I killed your leader in turn 2 with my spike,
got the most clutch possible command point reroll I can.
That was a worth it reroll. So that won you. I think that might have won you the game.
It probably did. Yeah, with the cascading effects. And there's, yeah, for sure. But yeah, we just played on the Desert Warfare map.
Yep.
What do you think of that so far?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's like the same thing as Jungle Warfare. To me, the desert felt a little bit deadlier for some weird reason.
I thought it. I mean, the -1 APL was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
I thought the rest of them were a bit more gentle and it focused less on damage, like raw damage, and more on like...
It's like debuff, right?
Yeah, more like on debuffs. I really wish we got to Boro. It just didn't feel appropriate when we were like, I need to run forward and do the objective. But it was a nice thought.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it would be different if we did get the burrow like turn 1.
Yeah,
it'll be an
and it would suck much less.
Yeah,
that was brutal. But second time playing the Jaegers, what are you thinking of them so far?
I think they're okay. Like before the first video, I thought they were fun. But now with playing them correctly, I think they're a little bit like weaker than I was expecting. Still, the mines are still fun because you see it coming, and there's points of like you could one-shot somebody with the mine.
They feel like more of a utility team, a lot like scouts, very much like scouts actually, where like they take a lot of the power out of the raw model damage numbers and then spit it into like utility you spit out onto the board. Mostly seen in your mines, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brutal because you almost killed me like when I was just walking forward.
Yeah.
And that could wreck my game plan. Like I should have not taken as big of a risk as I did.
Yeah, because especially I think when you charge into a my gunner with 1 HP from the blast. Yeah. That was good for me.
Tagged you and I died. Yep.
What about you? What was the Kroot? This is you played them a pretty good amount.
I've played them a fair amount so far. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I love their aesthetic. I love the models. Their playstyle feels a little one note where like you have to go the balance the book strategy. And they're pretty good at that. Like, and my like other weird take on them is they're very balanced. Like they are all rounders. They can all shoot pretty okay. They can all melee pretty okay, which means none of them like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
And so for like a new player picking up that team, it's kind of difficult. But for someone who knows what they're doing, they can play around it quite nicely. But all right, you guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys want to check out more of our content, we got a new video over here.